welcome back to Tell Me Something Good. I'm your host, Jackie.
And I'm your host, Shelly, and this is a podcast where we talk about self-development, experiences, and lessons that we've learned along the way.
Today, we're going to get into just God's timing and feeling overwhelmed and just being human, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. But before we get into that, Jelly, tell me something good.
My something good is that I have a 3-day weekend because I'm off Monday.
Yes.
For people who gave their lives for us. And I don't know, like, it's sad that we look at it like, like we get to go to the beach and do all these things. But yeah, we get to remember people who sacrificed their life for us.
Yes. And if you are someone who's, remembering somebody that this Monday we send you love.
But you tell me something good.
Something good is that on Monday, actually this was last Monday, I have not vaped not one time. So my something good is that I finally gave up that.
For how long?
For a month.
That's really good.
A month and a week so far. And honestly, I think I've talked about it here. I'm not huge on vaping. It was when I would drink that I would be like, oh my gosh, I want to hit the vape so bad. And I'm going to tell you some of the changes that I've seen just from quitting a month and a week. I literally don't get hungover when I drink. Like the times that I've drank, the next day the hangover is not as bad. It really is. And I'll drink the same amount, but I really think the vape was like making me feel worse. And then my hair's feeling better already. And then my hair, like I've heard that vaping does affect.
Does it dry it or something? Or what?
It like makes it thinner. It like breaks it off. And it actually, I saw on TikTok that a lot of people were like, how was y'all's hair before you started vaping? And y'all, my hair was so like long and thick, and I would still dye it. So the only thing that I've changed is like vaping, and my hair got thinner. And like I said, I wasn't like vaping every day. I didn't even buy my own vapes. I just hit other people's vapes. And it was just when I would drink, like, let's say Friday, maybe a Saturday, but it wasn't like I would vape one time. It was like I wanted to keep hitting it. So yeah, I just stopped. I just decided like, I don't know how this, and my heart would beat really, what is it called? Palpation?
Yeah, palpation.
Yeah, it's like random throughout. I would get night sweat, and I swear since I stopped, I have not got any of that. So vaping is bad. Like you hear about it all the time, popcorn lungs, all this. But I do think that I feel so much better from not vaping. And I don't even
like your
crave
breathing. Does it feel better or no?
I just feel good. Like I guess I didn't really feel like it affected much of my breathing, but yeah, it was just like the hangovers were bad. My hair, like I really do feel my hair is growing just from 1 month and a week. So guys, if you've been thinking about it, let this be your sign to just quit it. And honestly, after 2 weeks, you don't even really care for it. You'll be out having drinks and you're just like, you know what? It's okay. I don't need to hit it. But that's my something good, that I'm just done with it. Don't need it. Don't care for it.
That's good.
Yes. All right.
Because I would hit it too every now and then, like when I would drink.
Every now and then is okay.
Yeah.
But I was hitting it every weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So, like I think every now and then, like once every 2 weeks, once every, like it's not going to do much, but I was hitting it like every weekend, and I would hit it like probably like 25 times.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're going to get into feeling overwhelmed.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I feel overwhelmed. I don't know. I feel like a lot of little things build up for me. I'm somebody who, like, I was sleeping on the rug. Like, I'm fine. And then I just explode. And that's how I felt today. Was like work and just, like, I need to get a new car battery. It's like things just happen all at once. And it's just like, I feel like I don't have enough time in the day. And that's how I've been feeling lately. I'm like, how do people have time to do everything? So I don't know if I need to delete social media again or what. But I feel like I don't be on it like I used to either.
I feel like it's nice to have help.
Yeah.
I think that's also like something that I have realized in us being independent women.
Yeah.
You get freaking tired because we want, without us saying, like telling people, like we do want help. Like if someone would be like, hey, let me take your car, I'll change the battery. Oh my gosh, yes, please and thank you. But things like that, you'd be like, it takes off like that stress because now you're having to go.
Yeah, that is true.
But, and it's because you're also dealing with other things, work, life,
Being a
mom. And these are all things that I feel like are going to overwhelm you.
Yeah.
You know? But
I think I just didn't think about it for a long time. Like, I guess how much I have on my plate, like being a provider, being the mom, and then sometimes it just hits me like, okay, I don't know.
Being the provider is hard.
Yeah.
Like that is where you're like
head of household. Like it's a lot.
You're in charge. Like even this week for me, I was like a little stressed because I'm like, my house is a mess. I have to clean it. I have to get groceries. I have to cook for myself. I have to go to work. I have to like, and then we also have, edit podcasts, do things for here. And it just feels like a lot.
Yeah. But I am like, how do people have the time though? Like, am I not good at prioritizing things, or I don't know. I've just felt overwhelmed, but I think it's normal to feel that way.
I think it's normal. And I think now if we're feeling overwhelmed every single day, then yeah, maybe it's something about our time. Because one thing that I do that I need to get better at is I wait till like the hour or two I have to leave. Like maybe an hour before I have to leave my house before I'm like, let me start getting ready and I'm like, dude, I could have literally gotten ready like 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
and
I'm like that.
Been slower with my time and not rushed. And now I'm stressed and now I'm more like worrying about like, oh, let me fill up my water. Let me do this.
Yeah.
When I literally had time.
I think we're both like type B.
Yeah, we just wait less.
Right? Like, like the type A, type B person.
Yes.
Because I thought I was type A. My sister's like, no, you're type B.
No, I'm definitely type B.
But I see it though. She's like, you stress me out. Like, she's like, you literally wait till the last minute for everything.
Don't you pack the night before too? Like,
yeah.
Me too. Like, I pack the night before. I buy things I need. Like, just the small things. Like, now I'll go shopping, like, for things, like, the week of. But you know who's, like, Bridget? She's really good at planning. Like, she'll be shopping already for her trip that is in 2 months. Trying on her clothes. She tries on all her outfits before
That's how my
the
sister
trip.
is.
And I'm like,
She's like, you will have a trip tomorrow, like, and you didn't look up no restaurants. Like, you just like, I'm going. And I am like that. Like, I'm like, well, like, just go with the flow.
Yeah.
But sometimes that's stressful.
Yeah, I think we stress ourselves out.
Mm-hmm. And I tell her, I'm like, the crazy thing is, I do wait last minute. And I know it's going to stress me out, but I still do it.
Me too. Literally me. But it does feel good to do things like when you know you didn't wait last minute, you're like, oh my gosh, I had time. So I think we just got to be a little bit more like, no, I feel like, because I am a little straight with I'm hard on myself sometimes. Maybe not hard on things I need to be, but I feel like I get in my head a lot too. Mm-hmm. But we are doing what we need to do.
Yeah.
We're going to work. We're in the car thing, and you know what? It's unfortunately that happens sometimes.
Yeah. It feels like every time something's happening, it's just something with the car just happens.
Yeah. But I think feeling overwhelmed, a lot of people can relate to that. Mm-hmm. And if you can't, tell us how you do it. A lot of people pay for things too, like laundry. Like I know a lot of people who have like this laundry app where they'll come pick it up outside your house, wash it, and drop it back off. Like
around here?
Yes.
What?
They do that here. Some people have cleaning ladies that go to their house, and I'm talking about people with no kids still do this. Like,
dang.
There are things that you can do, and I think if you can afford it, do it, because why not? And who cares if people judge you?
I can't afford it.
No, but there's people who would judge you for it though. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't care if I could afford it. I would do it.
Maybe you can't. You don't know. It's not.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it.
I know somebody that does it, and she says it's not. I think it's like $30, and they'll come pick it up, and then they'll take it, wash it.
How much laundry though? Because I have a lot.
You could do, and they'll fold it for you too. But I hang my clothes, so.
I think my part is the folding.
Yeah, my part.
It's just too much.
It's putting the clothes away.
Yeah, I'll fold it and then I'll just knock it off because I'm like, well.
Yeah. Sometimes whenever I feel overwhelmed, I literally have to be like, Jackie, it's not that serious. Like, why are you overwhelmed? What are you overwhelmed about? And then I'll think like, well, I have to go to work, and then I don't have time for this. But then I start thinking like, work is like, it's not that hard to go to work. You know, like I start telling myself that. I'll be like, I have time. Like, it's not like I'm out in the sun. Like, I have to remind myself of not having like to work in the sun and be, you know, or in the freezing cold. I don't know. I have to remind myself those things sometimes. But also, if you are feeling overwhelmed, maybe you're saying yes to too many things. Me, I say yes to everything.
I feel like I don't do much. That's why I'm like, why do I feel? I don't know.
You do though. You go to work. You have your son. He has after school activities.
Yeah.
You also want to go to the gym. Like you've been going to the gym sometimes, and like cooking. Cooking takes washing dishes takes up a lot of time.
Yeah. I guess I just feel like I felt like in a rut. Like sometimes I'm like, what am I doing all this for? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I go too deep into thought.
Like nothing's.
Like nothing matters. Like why?
Nothing matters. Like nothing is that serious though.
Yeah, it's really not.
The only thing that is death. Right? Like there's really like those dishes.
Yeah.
They're gonna get washed.
Yeah.
That laundry is gonna get washed because then we're gonna have to go shopping for clothes. Like eventually everything's gonna get done. But I think I do struggle with resting too.
Yeah, me too. I feel like if I'm resting, like I can be doing something.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is, that I feel like I can't rest because there's too much to do.
But why do we feel that way? Because I feel like that too. Like I
think I got that from my mom. Like she's very like, she's always doing something.
That's true. My mom's like that too. Like at the house, you don't see her sitting down. She's like washing dishes. I'm like, I get tired looking at her. We'll be like chilling in the kitchen eating. She's doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. And even when I try to rest, like I'll lay in bed, like, okay, I'm gonna be lazy. I can't. Like my mind's like.
And if I'm not doing nothing, I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I think I need to be away from it. Like be like, do not pick that phone up, because that's probably what's stressing me too. Like getting on TikTok, and I don't know. My TikTok has been like, I guess my feed has been kind of sad lately. Different stories.
And that can affect. Mine's been I've been watching Secret Life of Mormon Wives. So I've been searching stuff up. So that's literally all that's on mine. But it's crazy how what you're thinking, like that is what you're going to see on your.
Yeah.
That's literally everything I see on mine. But. So I looked up, why do I feel overwhelmed? I asked ChatGPT. And these are the 5 reasons. Too many tasks or responsibilities. Yes.
Yes.
Lack of control or clarity in a situation. High expectations or pressure. Emotional stress or anxiety. And the last one, poor time management or prioritization.
I think for me, it's literally all of them.
Yeah. It says, what specifically is making you feel overwhelmed right now? Everything. Work. Work-related stress can be tough. Are you dealing with heavy workload, tight deadlines, or maybe conflicts with colleagues? I think it's just like, for me, I just wish I had more free time.
I wish I had more time to do things that I enjoy.
In the afternoons, too. I feel like I want to like cook and I want to, you know, but.
And I'd be thinking about that. Like, why, even like if I go in Walmart, I'm like, they're just, it's crazy that Walmart, there's just so much stuff. Like, why do we need all this stuff? Like, I feel like I'm not meant to live in a society where like we overconsume, you know, like I just want to live a simple life of like.
No phones, no social media.
Yeah. But I feel like you can't really escape unless you move to a different country. And I just feel like, I don't know, everything's just so vain. And
I think it's because we know that social media isn't real.
mm-hmm.
Like, we know that. Well, a lot of people, like, we all know that because of everything we see, and then you find out the truth about things, and
Yeah.
you're like, this isn't real. Nothing's real.
Yeah.
Like, nothing.
Like, people lie, like, you know.
Did we talk about Catherine and Austin on here?
Oh, I don't think so. We have before, I think.
Whenever they first separated, I think we did talk about it.
Yeah.
But we kind of talked about it a little in between us. So if you guys are following Catherine and Austin, you know that she's releasing a book, and she like talks about how, like, the story of what happened between them. But they were already kind of like co-parenting, right? They were cool. And she had promised him she wasn't going to say nothing, right? About the cheating and all that, which everyone already knew.
Well, I don't think she told him not to, because he was going to
Oh,
say
he was going to say
what
it.
he did, and she told him not to. And he feels like he was blindsided because she wrote it in a book.
What are your thoughts?
I feel like she has the right to write.
I feel like
right,
that too.
whatever. Yeah.
I feel like if she had done something to him, he would have been quick to expose her.
And I wonder if he's the one that sabotaged her book. Like it's not getting released on Amazon now and stuff.
Why?
She said that somebody like sabotaged it, like got it taken.
No way. I did not see that.
And she said like she's working with lawyers and stuff.
Wait, what? Like, I
And
literally got
it
chills.
had to be him, right?
Duh. He had his lawyers on this.
And that's crazy because, so pretty much so what do you think? Do you think she knew what he was doing? Or, because people are saying like she played both sides, like she knew all along. And
I feel like she may not have had confirmation, but she, you feel it. She felt it definitely that he
but
was.
she said she had confirmation at that game, like in the book.
And
says
she
that.
was pregnant.
Yeah.
So I guess when you think like, okay, look, I'm bringing he's so cute too, Steele. He is the most precious thing. And like, we're going to work on this. And he probably told her like, let's work on this. We're going to have a baby, like,
Yeah.
and he's very charming.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. He's not, I don't think he's all that, but the way he is, like his personality,
he's funny.
I feel like he would just like
Yeah.
know how to like talk,
But he made it seem like she knew the whole time.
Yeah. What I don't like is that he used that opportunity to expose her in other ways that had nothing to do with what she was talking about. And to me, it just felt like he was trying to play the victim in that situation.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like she is like, he wanted people to forget that she is the victim, by speaking on what she has done, which is ayahuasca, and that's a whole different topic,
But then I saw that she was saying she's done it like 15 times. I'm like,
that's not normal.
No,
that is not normal.
You like to me.
I think you do it once or twice in a lifetime, and that's it.
Like I saw it on TikTok where she was like, "Yes, her 15th time," and she's like, "And that's significant to me because the number." Like some of the stuff she says, I'm
It's a
just
little,
like,
yeah.
It's just like what, like.
And
but he probably drove her to be like that.
She's probably like, he cheated on me because like his ancestors, like,
yeah.
he probably told her, he probably got her to think those things. But yeah, I feel like you can get into that when you're going through a hard time because you're trying to like explain to yourself what's going on. But
yeah, because when I got into spirituality, it probably was like I was going through something like,
yeah.
And then you see it and me and my sister were talking about it, how, because we both used to be into it too. And we're like, dang, like we could have went down this deep rabbit hole of like, where you're like, reality isn't really reality.
Yeah.
Like it can take you there.
Where you're in like, what is it? Spiritual psychosis.
Yeah. And we were talking about that because I remember I would even listen to stuff about how aliens communicate with us and stuff. Like that's how far I got. And that's when I was like, what? Like it is. Like I'm telling you, it goes deep.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, I didn't really understand it, but I was like, okay, maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know. But I feel like you do start thinking, you start getting distracted with those things. And you do think they're real though. Like you start seeing coincidences like, oh my gosh, this is this is that. And the more you think about it, the more you attract those things.
Yes.
You know, like the more that you think everything happens like that. And I do think a lot of things happen for a reason.
Yeah.
And there's not many things that are coincidences, but some things like numbers and
yeah.
Sometimes
Because if
I
you
do-
look for a number, you're gonna see it. You know.
yeah, but sometimes I do like if my receipt says like
Yeah, I will. But I don't-
$4.44.
Yeah,
I'm like,
stuff like that.
what?
Yeah.
Was this, you know, like, but if it's like, I don't know, not everything is
Not
a
everything.
sign.
There's a movie, The Number 23, with Jim Carrey. It's really good. He becomes obsessed with the number 23,
What?
and then he like it's crazy.
I love
You should
any
watch it.
movie with him.
But that's how people are. Like that's all you're gonna see.
And
If
isn't he like very woke too?
Mm-hmm.
He said that they wanted to kill him.
really,
I think in an interview he said that they were after him.
and he disappeared. Like I'd be like, what happened?
What
to
happened
him?
to him? But it's called The Number 23.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look it up.
And then it's crazy too.
The Number 23. I've never heard of this movie.
It's kind of old.
But the movie he did with what is it called? Yes Man.
Oh yeah, I watched that like a couple months ago, and
I watched it last
I was
year.
I'm gonna try to do that and say yes to everything.
Yes, but he's just so funny, right? Like he
Yeah.
is hilarious because he's like mad at the world. I think we've all been
Yeah.
there. Where you're like, really, this, like everything, and then he goes into that like it's kind of like a convention, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, just say yes to everything, and he does, and he's just happy.
Uh-huh.
That movie's so good though, and it is emotional. The part that made me emotional was where the girl's praying for him, his girlfriend. She's like, God, like, help him. It's at the very end. Oh my God,
Oh,
I
yeah, I was
cannot
gonna say.
stop crying. And she's like praying, and so he's God. He's trying to answer prayers, right? So God's
No,
like,
that's a different movie.
oh wait, what movie is that?
That's
Oh yeah, that is a different movie.
that's when he's gone. What is it called? Not Evan Almighty.
Bruce Almighty. Okay, so I got two movies. I'll put them together. Damn, that would have been a good movie. But okay, Bruce
Yeah,
Almighty.
with Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you watched it recently?
Yeah.
Okay, that one made me cry.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end, he's like, God's like, okay, well, you be God, right? If you
Yeah.
want to be. And he's like trying to answer all these by email, right? He made
Mm-hmm.
like an email. And he sees like the prayer where she's like, help him. Like, you know, like.
Yeah.
And I could not stop crying. Did you watch that part?
Yeah, I watched that movie so many times.
It's so good. I watched it last year again after years of like, and it hits different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Bruce Almighty. That one's hilarious. But yes, man. Wait, what happens at the end of that one? I don't remember now.
I'm confused.
I put those movies together. But those movies are like, I feel like he likes to make movies that make you think though. Like,
Uh-huh.
you know, like it makes you think different. Like,
I feel like they're ahead of their time. It's like,
yeah. I watched Final Destination the other day, the new one.
I heard it wasn't good.
It was okay, to be honest. I'm not used to seeing things like that have a lot of blood on them, like
Oh,
gruesome,
yeah.
which you could tell is fake. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
you could see because it's, but I mean, it wasn't horrible. Like, it did have me like wondering, like, what's going to happen. But it was not like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't, I want to watch something like good.
Yeah.
Good. Like, I don't know. What's a good movie right now?
I have not seen nothing recently.
Yeah, I've been binging The Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Like, when I tell you, I want to know the tea. Like, but I'll watch it while I'm like getting ready, while I'm cooking, while like I have it on my phone. You need to watch it.
Yeah, I need to.
It's just like brain rot, literally.
Yeah. I think I was like that with the first season. I'm just like, they're just so much drama. Because I'm like, these are grown women. Like,
They're grown women, and they're like, we need to vote her out.
yeah,
like, girl.
stuff like that.
But it makes you mad because you'll realize like how petty some people are, and you're like, dude, if I was on this show, I would have been like, I would be fighting.
But I feel like they do it for the show.
Yes, and they do
Yeah.
get you because I've been on my
Yeah.
like I've been like trying to watch the next episode, but I swear like the way that they just argue, but they don't fight. I'm like,
Yeah.
other people would be fighting. I feel like I would have been like, look, let's go outside. Like, if you
Yeah.
hate me that much, like, what's going on? Like, I don't know. It just makes me angry. But it's good. It's good drama. Why are we so overwhelmed? We watched too many movies. I'm over here watching drama. Oh my gosh.
What about God's timing? You wanted to talk about that?
Oh yeah, we can talk about God's timing and how sometimes I don't know what I wanted to say. I think when we're feeling overwhelmed, it kind of goes along the lines of God's timing sometimes, because maybe like with you having a new job, it's gonna be overwhelming,
Yeah.
but it's God's timing, and we have to remember that. You know, it might be overwhelming right now, but this is what God's plan is.
Yeah. Like I was thinking about that too, how like I literally prayed for another job and stuff. And I'm like, why are you feeling like this already? So I feel bad for it. But yeah, it was part of his timing, and just I feel like it's teaching us something that we need to know or learn. Because I was thinking about too how like I want to start working out earlier, and my other job prepared me to like be able to wake up early. And, you know, and even though I felt miserable at that place, like it's all his timing.
Yeah, you don't know what it's preparing you for. And maybe right now you're watching this, you're in a job that you're not happy, but it could be preparing you for something that you can't even imagine. Because I've had jobs where I was like, I wasn't happy, but it taught me a lot of things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when I think back about when I worked at the gym, actually I did enjoy that job, but I remember having to leave that job and being sad.
Yeah.
But it taught me like about sales and things that I would have
Yeah.
never known if I didn't have that job. So everything is, I think, in God's timing. And I think everything, if you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling stressed, there's a lesson in everything. And maybe it is teaching us that we need to learn how to prioritize our time.
Yeah.
Because I do think that self-love is doing things that matter to us. We need to love ourselves a little more.
And I think too, it's teaching me to like turn to God more, because I feel like I'll be just sit in it, like feeling overwhelmed. But literally, I'll be like, God, just take it, like this feeling, and He does.
And I think that's what God wants us to do.
Yeah, I think that's what it could be teaching you, is like to turn to Him, or
Yes, like just like I don't think God wants us to be stressed or anxious. I think He wants us to be like, here, God, like I surrender. I surrender to this. I'm tired. But that's what I need to get better at too.
Yeah, I do.
Is saying, you know what? Maybe things aren't how I expected them, or things aren't how I wanted them to go, but God, you know what? I'm on your time. And if this is what you want, or this is where you want me right now, I trust you.
Yeah, I think that's what it's about.
It's trusting God. I think and I feel bad. Why am I about to cry? I feel bad when I don't feel like I'm not trusting Him.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm like, He's probably like, girl, what was that? I'm having a moment. Thank you.
Right?
Like the fake tears, they just stopped. Anyway, but you know, like I feel bad when I don't feel like I am trusting. As much as I say that, I'm like, God, but then I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, God knows too.
Yeah.
He's like, girl, really? Do you really trust
Yeah.
me?
Maybe it's downstairs.
Yeah, I think and I think that's something that I do need to work on, is just trusting that as long as I go to God, things are going to work out. Now, if I'm trusting myself and what I think is right versus God, then I think that's where things can go wrong. You know, like things can go like not wrong, but it could have gone.
Or just trust, like if you trust that whatever is His will and His plan, like even if things are going bad, you're like, okay, well, this is part of it, instead of feeling down about it.
And a lot of the times when we don't do something, we're not trusting either. Like when we're not doing the things that we say we want, there's a part of us that's not trusting that it's gonna work.
That is so true.
Right.
I'm like thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. But we just gotta trust that we're right where we need to be. And I think something that helps me really is affirmations and talking to God, and like writing down like, God, I am on your timing, and just saying it out loud and like writing it down, like, because it is true. Like you need that reminder that I don't want what I think I want what God wants. Oh, I feel like just talking about God makes me feel happy. Because it's like I haven't talked to him that much.
I haven't either recently. Maybe that's why I feel
Every
this
time
way.
we feel like this, we have that one thing in common.
Yeah, I feel like all week, honestly, I really...
Don't you wish, like, I know he's sitting here right now, but don't you wish we could just like lay on him and just...
Yes. That's what I had to do, like, on the way to your house. I was, like, doing breathing exercises, and then I was just like, okay, God, like... And it's funny because I feel like it's hard for me to cry, but I feel like when I said that, like, I started tearing up because I'm just, like, it's like a release of everything.
Or listening to music, too, like worship music. There's this one song that makes me cry every time, you know it. It's the Heal...
Oceans?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It makes me cry.
Every single time. I does not fail. Every single time I put that song on and it gets to that one part, I'm like...
Yeah. That's probably my favorite.
You know, me too. That thing that's...
Yeah.
That's a really good song. But yeah, and then it all ties into feeling overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
It's that...
There's even a song, it's called Yet, and it gets me sad too because it's like, don't give up on me yet. Like, I'm trying.
Oh. And it's true. I think when we start feeling like that, a part of us has given up.
Mm-hmm.
But we shouldn't. Oh! We shouldn't. Like, I feel like we forget that we have so much life left. Mm-hmm. You know, God willing. We have, who knows, maybe 40, 60 more years. Maybe not 60.
I'm like, I don't know about
Not
that.
about that. Maybe if I cut down on McDonald's. Okay, so let's say we live to be 75, right? 80. How much more life? We have over half our life left.
But then I'll be like, but we have to work until we're 65, so we have 10 years left.
But what if we don't?
That's what makes me depressed. Like, I want to get out of this, I don't know, this matrix of like.
But I feel like we need to look at work like a little part of our day, like a video game, not our life. It's a little video game. We get to go to work and then.
But oh my God, I spent 8 hours there.
Yeah.
16 hours I'm awake. Half of those I'm at work. The rest I'm scrolling, cooking, cleaning,
showering, getting ready. That's where I take 2 hours showering, getting ready. Changing my outfit from one thing to the other.
And I wish I want to be the person that gets ready every day. Like,
yeah. I'm going to ask my mom how she does it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have the energy.
Yeah, I'm going to ask her how she does that. Every day. She's like in her heels at work. Mm-hmm. But I think she's always just been like that.
Yeah. I feel like when that's you, like, you don't think about it.
But it can be us.
I know.
Right. I think we need to love ourselves more.
Yeah, maybe it's that. But I just feel, I saw this TikTok, it was like, I just realized that it's work. Like, I don't want to wake up and...
We just don't want to work anymore. I can wake up and go to the airport happily. 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 3 a.m. Like, I don't care. I will wake up. But I think it's, because as we're for airports, I'm like, I get so excited to wake up. Like, I have the energy.
Literally anything else. They're like, I could sleep for 10 hours, but like, I still hit snooze just because it's like, oh, here we go.
So I think the solution is really what they say is finding a job where it doesn't feel like you're working. That is the solution.
For me, would be doing this.
Yeah. You don't feel like
But y'all ain't subscribing and watching.
look, y'all. It's getting rough out here because we're overwhelmed, but it's not, and we're still like, I feel like this is fun.
Yeah, it is.
But it would be nice to get paid,
Yeah.
you know?
But I do feel like we have to go through, like, if it was easy, everybody would do it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I see it.
But what would be a job where you would wake up and be like, I am in my purpose. I'm happy. Like, you don't, or if money wasn't a thing, like if money it didn't exist, what is something that you would be like, this is.
I like interior design, maybe something like, I don't know,
I feel like
like flipping houses or something like.
Yes. I could see you doing that. I feel like you also are very fashionable.
Really? I don't think so.
Yeah. And you love thrifting.
Yeah. Maybe something with that, or.
You know, there's people who do like thrift boxes. You know.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
But how do they get people to?
So you start with one. I'll be your one. I'll tell you what I like. I'll send you my Pinterest board. You go shopping for me, and
See, that would be so fun for me.
like I feel like you would
Yeah.
love that. And you know what? Like people would love that.
Mm-hmm.
And it would
I
just
just see the TikToks, but I'm like, yeah, maybe I just do
You
it
just-
for somebody and then just do the video.
But we just have to start thinking like, what is something that if money wasn't a thing that I would do? And
Yeah. What about you?
I don't know. If money wasn't a thing, I think I would love to like maybe like mentor kids. Not kids, but high schoolers.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like I would like if I didn't have to worry about money and if it was just like like
I
I
see
have a
what you
purpose
mean.
I wake
Yeah.
up to every day and it makes me feel like I'm here on this earth for something and it would make me happy and I'm like, okay, you know, let's say I won the lottery, right? Okay, let's say we won the lottery. What would we be doing? I would be traveling and I would literally be helping kids in need or families or countries in need.
Yeah, I think I would do something with kids because I do like working with kids, and maybe a center or something, and then also like humanitarian things. Yeah.
Yeah. What I feel like, okay, let's say if I won the lottery and I didn't have to worry about money and I could wake up. I mean, we still get to travel, we still get to do things, but something that would make our purpose here feel good is podcast.
Yeah.
Like be on here.
Probably travel podcasts. Like,
Yeah. Go to different countries. I would love to do what Bramty's doing, or
Yeah.
she goes to like, she actually like explores the cultures and shows the culture of where she's at. I think flipping houses would be something that would be, but you do need money for that. I'm trying to think. Like, well, I'm trying to think like, okay, let's say we didn't win the lottery. Money didn't exist.
money don't exist.
Like, and then every day we made a thing where we wanted to wake up with a purpose, and we were happy. Like, what would our day look like? I'd have a morning routine, like get my body moving, maybe somewhere near a beach.
I think to myself, like, do I actually want a morning routine, or do I feel like that's what everybody?
That's what everybody has. It feels like they have to have. Well,
I mean, yeah, a little routine. I guess making my bed, like stuff like that. But there's people who like do so much that I'm like, that's
not too much. Like we ain't worried about money right now. I feel like I would want to have like where I'm like, okay, let me go to Pilates or wherever, have a smoothie, go home, shower, and then like maybe take on like coaching clients.
Oh yeah.
And then that's it. Like, and then I'll take a few that day and then I'm good. And then I feel like my purpose here is like I did, you know, like I'm doing what I'm set out to be doing. I think that's when we get overwhelmed, is when we're not doing the things that we're set out to be doing. When we don't feel like we're in alignment. That was quick.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people feel that way too. Like, because I'm like, people, I don't think everybody's living like the life they think, you know?
But I think there is one thing to know that you're not, but there's another thing to just accept it and be happy.
That's what I'm like,
Like,
are people
either way, you know, like I think that's where we struggle with is saying like, you know, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm still happy. Like I'm thankful to, and it's like that little reminder we have to give ourselves.
Yeah, that's why I feel like the feeling is good because it tells you like you want more, you know, like it's good, but also, yeah, just being grateful where you're at.
But I think it's something we have to think about. Everyone should think about. Like, if money wasn't a thing, what would we be doing? What would fulfill you? And I think until you're actually doing something that aligns with that, we're never gonna feel at least happy with our job. You know?
Yeah.
But I think that we're put in those jobs for a purpose.
Yeah.
We may not know in that moment. Maybe you talk to somebody, maybe one of your coworkers, and you're there and you're talking about, you know, life, or you're talking about something, and you are doing something, for somebody. And I feel like that too at Taco Loco. Sometimes I'm like, do I want to keep waitressing here? Because it's exhausting sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. Once you get 28, y'all, being on your feet is not the same as when you're 22. But I'll talk to a lot of the girls, and a lot of them are younger, and I'm like, God, like, you know, maybe I'm here to talk to them, and because they will like talk to me about like what their goals are, and I'm like, yes, like and I'm like, oh, like I feel like I am low key like mentoring them, or even like relationship stuff. You know, I think I make them see, because I am older and I forget. I'm like, I've always been the younger one in the group, but now I'm the older one, and I can tell them like, y'all are young. It's not that serious. Like, I know it feels so big right now. And then I'll tell them like, and I'm not embarrassed to talk about, hey, I've dated like 3 guys since I was 21 and 22. And one of them, you know, you think you're going to marry, you think you're going to do this, and you live together, and you like, it's not always what you think you want.
That's so true.
So maybe think about how you can use your gifts in any setting you're in.
Yeah. That's why I do feel like, though, like where I'm at, I do feel like I'm pretty good at it, and I feel like I'm making a positive impact.
Yeah.
Like my last job, I was just like, why am I here? But I do feel like that, but it can be overwhelming too. But I don't know. I feel better about it. So.
And it is a lot. Like, you know, you're around other people, so it can be overstimulating, but.
Yeah, I feel like I just ranted this whole episode. I'm sorry. I feel like every now and then we have a rant.
No, me too. I feel like we're just like, sometimes you just gotta let it out, though.
People can relate to it, or
I think so.
It's a part of life.
It is, but I think we just need to give ourselves more grace, but also love ourselves enough to do things for our body, for our mind, because that is so lovely. Like, reading a book we might not realize how much that affects us and makes us feel better, or going to the gym makes us feel better, you know?
I think it comes down to that too, like not keeping promises to myself, or being like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then I just don't do it. Or because somebody had commented on one of our episodes or something, remember when they were like, it's a part of like, kind of like you lie to yourself when you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you don't. Because I've been doing that for a long time.
And I think it's okay to fall off one day, but don't let that be your everyday. Like, it's okay to be like, all right, I let myself go. Or this morning I ate like crap, but that doesn't mean I have to keep doing this. Like, yeah. But if you feel like this, let us know. Or what you do when you are feeling overwhelmed.
And like, what else? I feel like we need episode ideas.
Yeah. We do.
I'm just like, how do people do it?
I don't know. A lot of times they're already famous, so they're doing things, and then they can tell us like,
Oh yeah, like they have a lot like happening.
yeah, or there's like beef online, and they
Yeah.
talking about like, you know, clearing the air or something. We're actually gonna shoot one more episode after this.
Oh yeah, we dress the same.
I brought a sweater. I'm gonna put my sweater
I
on.
might take mine off.
I'm gonna put my sweater on, but yeah, we're actually, and y'all, it's late today. It is 10:08 already, and we're gonna wrap this one up and then shoot the next one.
I'm proud of us though for still. I feel like even though I feel like crap, I'm like, we still got it done.
When today?
Yeah.
I know. I almost was like, let's do Sunday, but then
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you know what? Let's take our Sunday off. Like,
yeah.
that's my only day off right now. So I'm like, I want to take my Sunday. So I'm glad we came in today, and hard work. Our God's watching us.
Yeah, it'll
It's
pay
gonna
off
pay off.
eventually.
It's gonna pay off, and maybe we don't know how it's paying off right now, but it's paying off.
Yeah, if you've been watching our episodes, thank you so much.
Yes, we appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. We have gone up on subscribers, so we do notice. We notice when one new subscriber,
Yeah.
and we know when we lose one too. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We hope to have more topics soon. If you have anything you want us to talk about, we're literally, I think we're an open book. We talk about what we go through, and we hope you guys can relate a little bit. And if you can't, that's good too. But thank you guys for watching.
We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
We love you.